Are you guys familiar with Brick Lady? This was the woman that went viral late last year. And she had the internet in a tiff and in an uproar, right? And so basically what happened was a bunch of women was sitting there coming to her defense. And they were super mad. And black men caught shrapnel in all of the hits. And we were being criticized for why we're not protecting the most marginalized group and the least protected amongst us, which they describe as black women, right? And so as we fought back and as we continue to expose the lies, one of the questions that was in my heart was, well, at what point will this woman then be held accountable? Because at so many tips, like, twists and turns, we see people do things, but nobody has to account for their actions if they don't have a penis in between their legs. And so I was trying to figure out, listen, how many times are you going to have women accuse men of things that they didn't do and then they can walk away without any repercussions? How many times can you have these people get a GoFundMe and they get all of this money and they do it multiple different times? Yet, if you see a man do it or you see somebody in other society do it, they have to be held accountable, and you can't just do what you want to do and get people finessed out of it. And then at what point will women bring themselves back to the congregation and say, you know what? I said it, I'm wrong. I said it, I'm wrong. Because I seen so many videos from women trying to hold men accountable. They was looking in the background of her video and they was saying, hey, look, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. Okay, well, let me bring you up to speed of what's happening, because we're now starting to get justice. But I just want women to remember what they said, because they were holding us accountable, but they never came back and said that they was wrong.
A woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Rhoda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor?
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Let's stop here for a second. She assaulted a man. Let's just go by what the news say. She assaulted a man, and then he threw a water bottle at that chick. Sprayed her. Then she came off and lied. So you assaulted a man. This is what the cameras actually said. It wasn't a brick. It was water. It was water. And you hit him and you assaulted him, which means that he should have pressed charges against you. And then he threw some water at your butt. And then you got mad. And then you went on this epic rant. And you know the thing about liars? Let me tell you the thing about a liar. Somebody that lied. The reason why she can act so well in this whole clip. The reason that she can act so well in this whole clip is because They train themselves to believe what they're actually saying to you, and so it then is meaningful to them. Like, they lie to themselves before they lie to you. So that's what makes it so believable. That's why it's so easy for y'all not to put together y'all context clues, do the investigation, try to figure out it's innocent until proven guilty. And then when you find out the right information, you want to believe her so bad. And so you a liar within your spirit too. Everybody that believed her just by default, and then you started going off on men as a result of it, you wanted to believe her. You're looking for somebody in order to really validate how you feel already about men. And so that's why it was so easy for you to go off, or so easy for you to just jump off the bridge. And then you just wanted to believe her because you a liar within your spirit, and all she did was feed you. She fed you her lie. You ate it up, and you felt better about yourself. And that's why you won't bring yourself back to the front of the congregation to address the fact that you actually was wrong.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osmond addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osmond has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osmond.
Let's stop for a minute and let's acknowledge all of the people that got finessed, both emotionally and financially, with not just her, with all of the different things that's happened throughout society. Let's give a round of applause for all of y'all. And you know why? Because y'all want to believe so bad that you're a victim that you attach yourself to anything that's victimizing. Remember when y'all was running around with Black Lives Matters t-shirts on and y'all was protesting even though they was telling us to stay 6 feet apart from each other, and they was preventing us from opening up our businesses, but they was allowing y'all to get together and protest for a group that identified itself on its own website as a Marxist organization. And you guys went out there and you bought t-shirts and you gave money and you gave millions of dollars and you held your jobs and these corporate entities accountable for not getting behind it. And the NBA painted Black Lives Matters and they all knelt down on one knee and they rejected the national anthem and they brought back Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick wasn't really even trying to play, and so he made fun of y'all and made a mockery of y'all, and they forced us to look at all of these stupid things on the back of these NBA player jerseys in the bubble, and we had to subject ourselves to it, and y'all was out here looking like a fool. And then when them hoes, excuse me, this is the Millionaire Morning Show, when them women, those women's went up there and they was sipping on mimosas on that video, and y'all got mad at Candace Owens for calling them out for using y'all money and y'all donations to hire a white security guard, and then to spend y'all money on anything outside of what was actually happening within your community. Y'all got mad at Candace, but y'all never brought y'all sisters back to the organization, back to the front of the congregation. Remember that? How many more times are y'all gonna get finessed? How many more times are we not gonna hold people accountable for all of the stuff that happened within y'all environment? How many more people got to finesse y'all? How many more years? Look, how much longer is Umar Johnson going to be on tour versus actually being a principal for a school that he's been opening for the last 15 years? I'm just asking. Just curious. I have no problem with people getting their money. No problem. But what I do have a problem with is y'all continuing to champion the Victim Olympics while at the same time getting finessed out of y'all bag and nobody is actually adding any value to you. If you're going to give money to something, at least get something from it. At least justify it for me. Tell me that at least you got entertained, you feeling good about yourself, but please stop telling me that you're subjecting yourself to this nonsense and you just going to keep getting finessed out of your bag over and over and over and over and over again. I'm just curious. I'm just wondering. How much longer are y'all gonna get finessed out of y'all bag? And are these women and these people that's running in the Victim Olympics gonna make a mockery of you? Just curious, just wondering. So shout out to the investigators and the people in Houston that is doing the Lord's work for making sure that they go and check the video cameras. And justice takes time. So, they finally wind up releasing the information to the general public. They're not as swift as Alabama with the white baby that was walking down the street in Mississippi or whatever. And she said that she got kidnapped by some white people. They're not as swift as those people over there. But shout out to the Houston police for finally doing something good and actually identifying and uncovering this fraud investigation.
Did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston police.
I'm going to post this on my Instagram, a wanted poster. We're going to get my editors on it real quick. We're going to get a wanted poster up. We're going to make sure that we get this word out to the people. Houston police want to talk to her. Houston police want to talk to Brick Lady. We don't want you on the run. We want you actually safely in custody, facing retribution and charges that comes along with making fraud and false claims. And the people want the money back, not just for what it is that they got from the GoFundMe, but they want their money back from using police resources to investigate something that wind up finding out that you was the one that was the aggressor and the person that was trying to use and finesse the people for their money. We want Brick Lady in handcuffs and justice to be served. I want Brick Lady in handcuffs and for justice to be served. I don't advocate for people to get arrested, but I think that the people need to be really fairly compensated with equity and justice and for all. That's my version of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I want you to include yourself in the penal system to make sure that you pay your debt to society, and I want my license plates ASAP. I want my license plates made ASAP. Sick of this.